One of the biggest modes in Call of Duty history is going to be introduced for the first time in Modern Warfare next week, called Raids. These are episodic 3-hour co-op missions continuing on the storyline from the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, and is going to be absolutely massive. But the one problem is the majority of you watching this video right now are not going to be prepared for this raid and are going to really struggle. So this video is going to walk you through exactly what you need to know and how you can prepare right now so you are ready for the raid on Wednesday. I don't know why the developers haven't made this clear enough, but this is so important that you get this done now. By the time the raid launches on the 14th, you can jump in and absolutely breeze through it. Jumping straight into it, the most fundamental gameplay feature to understand is the implementation of kits. These kits are essentially going to dictate the role you play in your squad of 3, as well as the kits each having their own specific field upgrade that recharges and equipment. Unlike multiplayer or Warzone, you can't jump in with a dedicated loadout of weapons, perks, and equipment. Those are all tied to the kits, which have their own benefits. Assault being for the more aggressive and bold player who can provide armor plates to the team, as well as being able to carry more plates. Spawning in with an assault suit where they get full armor plates and 60% extra health. Medic is what it sounds on the tin. This allows you to revive people quicker. You get the revive pistol field upgrade. You get self revives, as well as being able to use a bomb drone. And finally, recon, which allow you to use the snapshot pulse field upgrade, as well as beginning missions with a sentry gun kill streak, cluster mine kill streak, recharging your lethal and tacticals, and also having a heartbeat sensor and spotter scope. As you can already tell, these are all incredibly useful things to have in a Spec Ops mission, especially if all 3 players run different kits. But the problem is that in order to get all of the benefits and buffs that these kits grant you, you need to level up the kits from tier 1 to tier 10. This is something which I don't think has been made clear enough by the developers at all to prepare yourself for the raid mode. And you're probably wondering, how do I level up these kits now so I'm ready for Wednesday? And the way to do it is you need to complete Spec Ops missions. That tab right at the very bottom of the menu that has all of those missions, well, yeah, that's Spec Ops missions. If you complete a Spec Ops mission within a certain time frame, you'll get 3 stars. And those stars count towards your tier level for that kit, and by completing and doing more missions and getting more stars, you will slowly rank up the tiers. And there is a trick where you can play one of these Spec Ops missions over and over and over again and constantly earn 3 stars. You can get this mission completed in between 4 and 6 minutes, so effectively running this over and over again, you can get between 40 and 50 stars within an hour of gameplay. At that point, your kits will be such a high level that you will be absolutely set for the raid on the 14th. So let's teach you exactly how to do it. So to do this, you're going to want to be choosing the mission low profile, and you're going to make sure that you're playing with a teammate that you can communicate with, because you're going to be doing things very quick in order to get this mission done in between 4 to 6 minutes. Get into a lobby, click deploy, and then choose the kit that you want to level up. If you're leveling up the medic kit, there is a fantastic trick to shortcut this mission, and we'll show you in a moment. Once you're in the plane and you're ready to go, both press the jump button, and when you're in the plane, you're going to have one player jump towards barracks B and the other goes to C, the comm center. Now for this first perspective, I'm going to show you what happens when you're going for C. So what you want to be doing is you're going to be landing on this top rooftop and then taking out these 2 AI on the roof. And going to shoot this one on the balcony and get out your Geiger counter and look in this direction. If it's more going towards 10, then it's going to be in this building. If it's not, then it's going to be on the building that you landed in. But you're going to be looking for this section here with a nuke with this little ball object that you're going to want to pick up. Switching to the other player's perspective, you're going to be jumping to B and you're going to be going through the skylight on top of this roof. Simply shoot the 2 AI that you see below, jump in, and then start with your Geiger counter to try and find the room that has the nuke inside. There can only be 3 spawns for it up here, so it'll be very quick and easy to find. But once you've both picked up those objects, you can do one of 2 things. First and easiest is for both of you to go down and die. And I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but once you've both died and hit the retry button, it's going to spawn you back at either B or C with a checkpoint where you've got both objects, but there'll be no enemies around you. It will have literally despawned, so at that point, you can just grab the armor plates from one of your teammates, and then you're both going to run over to A. Once you're near to A, you take absolutely no time at all to just get on top of this van and mantle up to the 2nd floor here. Take out a few of the enemies as they're sprinting towards you, get your Geiger counter out, and you'll be able to tell if this is going to be in the left or the right room. But you know what room it is? The player that isn't the medic can run into the room and they'll get downed by the lasers, but because you're the medic with a revive pistol, you can immediately revive them, pick up that 3rd ball, and then now make a run for the exfil. Once you get to the exfil point, you're going to do a 180 and you'll notice that there'll be a ton of armored AI chasing you down the hill, and you want to try and take them out as quickly as possible. They'll mostly be running from the building that we just grabbed that 3rd object from, but they can also be running slightly left from that building down the hill. After a short while of taking all those AI out, you'll notice that some armored trucks will start rolling in with more AI on them, and you and your teammate's job is to try and headshot the drivers structures as quickly as you possibly can. The way this mission usually works is if you don't take these guys out quick enough, it's going to spawn in an attack helo AI to try and wipe out all of these trucks. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that happening. That's just part of the mission, but it does eat up a little bit of the time spent trying to get this mission to end, because the objective here is for the exfil helicopter to come in and take you guys away. If you take out all of those armored drivers in the armored trucks, the exfil helicopter will come in sooner. It's not a massive deal if that doesn't happen. You might just be waiting a little bit longer for this exfil helicopter to finally pick you up. But once you exfil, notice the mission accomplished, you'll get the 3 stars that will count towards your kit's progress, as you'll see in the kit progression screen. And after this, you can simply back out the main menu, and then you can click low profile and then deploy and restart that process all over again. Now, an alternative way to play this mission without both players dying out, have the exact same start of one player jumping at C, another jumping at B, grabbing both those orbs, and then once that's happened, player at C is just going to run all the way over to A, but the player at B usually has an AI'd armored truck that will spawn near them that you'll be able to drive and immediately drive over to A and begin the process of taking those AI out and finding what room that 3rd ball is going to be in. The method of a teammate running into the lasers and going down is just a very quick way of getting rid of the lasers, but the proper way to do it is to go prone and crawl under the lasers and get rid of the first ones on the wall before the 2 doors. After that, once you know what room the ball is going to be in, you're going to prone and go all the way through to the end of the room to grab the ball and deactivate the laser. Once one teammate has picked up the ball, the other teammate can already be waiting in the vehicle and you can drive straight to the exfil point. It's a case of taking out the enemy AI and the armored trucks, exfilling, and then rinsing and repeating. If you do the first method where you both die, you'll complete it in about 6 minutes, easy peasy. But once you start to know this mission really well, you can speed run this and get this done in about 4 minutes 40 to 5 minutes. It is repetitive having to play this mission over and over and over, but it's only 4 to 5 minutes each time, and if you dedicate an hour of time for you and a friend to do this, you can easily rank up one of the kits to tier 7. It'll give you all the benefits that that kit provides, aside from the final benefit. And I highly recommend you guys do get at least one of these kits all the way up to tier 10 before the raid. Judging from the trailer of the raid, some of the extra benefits you get late on in these kits, such as the sentry gun, the bomb drone, spawning with stims, spawning with claymores, spotter scopes, heartbeat sensors, and the lethals and tacticals recharging, is going to be absolutely huge. One thing to realize when you're leveling up these kits is that these tiers require quite a lot of stars. The lower levels contain 6 to 9 stars required to level up, whilst as you get further on, they're going to need 15 to 20 stars per level in order to progress to the next. That is going to take a lot of runs on this Spec Ops mission, but it is very important that you and your friends do this if you are going to try and go for the raid on day 1, because otherwise you're going to be doing it without these incredibly essential parts of what makes these kits so useful. More likely than not, you will struggle to complete this raid if you are not prepared. So I want to make sure you guys are prepared as much in advance as possible. If anyone's looking for a co-op player to grind low profile Spec Ops runs before the raids, definitely put your Activision IDs in the comment section below so you can make this a sort of looking for group section. I'm going to be streaming the raid the moment it goes live. I'll be doing it with Lego Unlocked and Codename Pizza, and I'm really excited to jump into this and try and complete it. Be sure to turn on your notifications if you haven't already so you can catch that live stream the moment it goes live on Wednesday. I hope you guys found this video useful and you're excited for raids like I am, and I'll catch you for another video very soon.